Welcome once again, fellow traders, to my channel, Proper FX for SMC Forex Academy. Today, my mission is to, as I introduced you to in my previous video, to market structure, how to identify the structure of a market. Yes, I just want to dive in, like, just to make you aware of the various trends that we have. I know I've already explained the downtrend and the uptrend. I've already explained that part to you, but this video is just to create more emphasis, at least for you to understand it very well, because our analysis is solely based on it. Yeah, so to start with, I will just be drawing on the screen, so you just have to follow. So we have two different types of market strategies in the market. Yes. So the basic ones are the downtrends and the uptrends. So for me to explain, for every downtrend, you have a structure like this. Like it starts from the top, then price comes down midway, then like this. So in this case, we have price coming down, but as price comes down, it just retraces small. Then from here, it's used this point to break this point. Then another retracement. From here, it breaks this particular low again. So here, mostly we just call it the higher high. You understand? And this one is higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay, let me get it. Let me use a text. So you can just label this point as higher high, something like HH. You can use HH to represent. For downtrend, we have these higher highs. We create these higher highs. Then the next one is, you can just copy or duplicate clone. Alright, so if you don't want your things to be, I'm just doing copy and paste here. And these things sometimes it costs alright, so we have higher low. We are using the word higher because we are coming from the top. You understand? We are just coming from the top, and it makes sense to use, like, prices coming from the highest elevation. Okay. So in this manner, this is for a downtrend. For any downtrend, you have these higher highs and the higher lows. Let me clone this one too again. Okay. So the same thing goes on and on. Higher low. Then this one. Clone this one. Okay. This one too, like this. So you can just repeat it. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. So for a downtrend to be valid, you just have to follow this. Once price goes above this, then it means it's not valid. Around this zone, or maybe the highest should be around this point. Like it shouldn't go above the last high that was created. So once price gets to that point around that zone, it has to respect it. By respecting it, it has to come down and break the last low. You understand? So that is for a downtrend. If you are working with a trend and you want to identify if the market is moving like this, that is a downtrend. Okay. And the opposite here, if price is moving up, for price to move up, we call it uptrend. So the opposite would be like this. So price started from the bottom, make a high, then came around this zone, breaks that particular high again, came around this zone, breaks another high like this. So as explained in the last diagram, this is actually showing us, just telling you market is moving up. You understand? And with this, mostly you can just draw a trend line. You use a trend line to, if you have not watched my first video on how to use trading view, you can just watch. Once I draw a trend line, you see that this is the line. This line, on this particular line, price shouldn't go below it. Price is making, this one is lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. This one, because we are coming from the high, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay, so the same thing applies to here. You can also draw a trend line just on this. It will just at least just inform you that price is moving down. You understand? This is not perfect. Sometimes you not get it perfect on the chart. Yeah, so that is how it is. So this actually is a downtrend. Then here we have an uptrend. So for an uptrend, what price does is it makes another label here. So here now will be lower low. You understand? LL. Then this part will be our first lower high, because we are coming from the lower high. So the same thing keeps on repeating itself. So for this and this, you can just use Control C. No, this is not Excel and other stuff, so the control is not working. I can just copy and just paste it here. Another way of doing it, instead of using, so here is a lower high. The same thing goes on and on. Okay, so this one too, let me do this. Copy, then paste. Okay, so another lower low. All right. So I hope this is clear. This is clear for you to at least get a concept. For downtrend, every downtrend, we have price coming down. And for uptrend, every uptrend, we have price. You're making lower low, lower high. Then from this low, it will just break the last high that it made. So from this low, it will just break the last high. You understand? From this zone, it will just break the last high. And so on. Once price at least closes below this, or like comes below one of these lows, it means the trend is about to change. That is the whole concept. So these are the trends, the downtrend and the uptrend. And we also have sideways. Price is actually moving from some particular, like in a sideway. It is not breaking or going up or down, just in a way of compaction. So we have price moving in this form. Example is like this. See that price is not making any higher high or any lower low. It can be like this. Sometimes it will be working like this. You will not get price perfect, but at the end, you see that they are still working within this particular range. And you can just cap this with this trend line to draw from here. You understand? So here will be like within the range where price can get to, and where at least it is ranging between these two price line, assuming these are prices 5,656.97. Here is around 6,000, around that section. So price just plays within it. And once you see a trend like this, once you see a market like this, it means it is telling you there is struggle between the buyers and sellers. Here, because price is coming down, it means the sellers are strong, or the sellers are yes, that is it. The currency, let's say if it's XAU USD, it means dollar is stronger than USD is stronger than XAU, as I explained in my previous videos. And the same thing, once price is going up, if it is this chart XAU USD, which is what we are using now, it means gold, because it is rising, gold price is stronger than dollar. That is the whole thing. And if it is like this, it means there is a struggle, like equal strength. Nothing is being confirmed yet. Yeah, so you just have to know the kind of market you are in. Once you are within this range, that is it. That is it. Let me see whether I can get you some. So this sideways, like the same as the consolidation, almost the same. Price is moving within these zones. Yeah. And also this sideways. I just clear diagrams of market structures just for you to know. And the downtrend, as I explained, price moves like this. Okay. And the same thing, price is making higher lows, higher highs. This is the high, then the low, then the high, then the low, respecting this trend line as indicated around this session. All right, so I'll end this video here. I know now you know what a downtrend is, what an uptrend is, and what a consolidation is. But before, you just have to know, just keep in mind that according from this video, whenever price from a lower low breaks the high, it comes back. Whenever price breaks the low, breaks a high, it has to come back. Sometimes it will continue, but at least it has to come. It shouldn't necessarily be just come around this, below this. It can just come just around this and go up like that. So there is always that pullback once price breaks. The same thing if you are coming from the top. The price also behaves in that manner. And this is very key. In our next video, I'm going to introduce to you when the various, at least, names, the code names that we give when price at least breaks these levels and those things. And I hope this video should end here for you to at least get a grasp of this concept. All right, thank you. Please comment, like this video, and share with others. We are here for business, and it's very great to see you doing well.